What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition right here, Red One Radio. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a great day. I need to check something real quick. I think I fucked up a little bit. Want to make sure it doesn't say. Oh yeah, I'm all kinds of fucked up. God damn it, Red. Hold on, guys. God, where's it at? Oh, there it is. Boom, nailed it. Right click that. Anyways, guys, today I got a special guest host. Goes by the name of Kevin in the back.
Hello,
Kevin. What's up, man? How you doing, my brother?
Oh man, I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Also, what the fuck is your Instagram? Is it what is it? What the fuck is your Instagram?
It's Kevin in the back, but it's got those underscores because I put spaces in there, right? So it's Kevin underscore in underscore the underscore back underscore
Kevin underscore in underscore the.
I think there's no underscore on the back. I think I lied about that. I think there's just 3 underscores, right? But in the words.
Yeah, Kevin underscore in underscore the underscore back. Okay, I think that works.
I'm excited. You asked me to be here, bro. I'm excited, dude.
Well, welcome, dude. Welcome.
I feel honored. I feel honored to be in such great company. Truthfully.
Well, thank you, sir. Big shout out to everybody over there in the side chat. Big shout out to Miss Peaches, weekly supporter, showing some love out there on the Instagrams for posting this up. Appreciate you, much love. So let's just get right to it. Sex robots, dude. What's the deal?
I was kind of hoping that we wouldn't actually broach that subject because everyone's like, let's talk about that, and I'm kind of like, I was hoping we wouldn't do that, just to be like, everyone's waiting for it, and they're like, no, you know. Anyway, okay. Oh, if you want to get into it, we can get into it.
Maybe later.
All right. Yeah.
No, I saw some people out there earlier that was talking about it, and I was like, oh god, they're gonna fucking.
It's a controversial topic, dude. We're talking about AI. We're talking about self-awareness. Talking about murder robots / sex robots / what happened. 1 minute she was playing with my ding dong, next minute I'm dead. You know, I don't know. We'll see what the future holds.
Okay. Well, oh, right. So anyway,
I actually have a question. I have a question for you, actually.
It's not how this works, but I'll approve it.
Well, I'm sorry, but I gotta know. Okay, because I saw your video, all right, of your 12 o'clock wheelie, and holy shit, I crapped my pants, and I was just watching it. I wasn't even living it. You got to tell me what that felt like. I mean, you went 12 o'clock and maybe then some, and I was terrified. And it went whoop, 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 and you put it down.
I don't know. It was, I don't know. Everything was fine. Like, you know, everything was like a normal wheelie. And because I've noticed here recently that I've been a lot higher than I've normally been, and you know, and I was getting used to it, and you know, like being able to park the bike and just kind of cruise along, you know, and you know, my wheelies being longer and longer as far as time wise, because usually I would notice when I come home and be like, man, that was a good wheelie, and I'd be like, oh, that was only 5 seconds, fuck. You know, now I was starting to approach like that 7-8 seconds range, so I'm like, okay, we're getting better. It's good. Progress. Yes.
You're talking about chasing it out. That's what you're talking about. Chasing it out, right?
And this one, I don't know, dude. I felt the ass end like swing left and right, and it immediately scared the fuck out of me. And I just went ahead and kind of jabbed the back brake, and came back down. But honestly, in my head, dude, like I saw everything continue. Like I saw me going backwards, like landing on my back. Like in my head, as the bike is acting weird, like in my head, that's what I saw, and that's why, like, after I landed, I was trying to be cool, man. I was trying to play that shit off, man. I'm not gonna lie, that shit scared the fuck out of me,
dude. I think you made the right decision, because when you were full up, it was almost a moment of like you coasting, and the bike kind of went wiggle, and you can see the moment in the video if you slow it down like I did, or pause play, Pause play. Pause play. Where you see the bike doing a little bit of a shimmy, and then I can see the moment you jab the rear brake. But I can't say I fault you, because if I was up and like, fuck.
Yeah.
If I would hope that I had the same frame of mind to do the thing you did, which was jab the back brake, get the front end down. Because, I mean, that's a territory. This area between like 20 back and 20 forward is an area that I am a stranger to. I'm not a stranger to like this. You know what I mean? I'm cool there, but anything above that, like, I get my front wheel. I'm a beginner wheelier, right? I get my front wheel 8 inches off the ground. I'm like, fuck, dude, you see that shit? Like,
yeah.
So going up like that, oh man, that's scary as hell.
No, it is, and I'm definitely gonna fucking dial it back a little bit, because that's the shit that crashes are made of, and yeah.
Both. Yeah.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and like. I'm just gonna, I don't know. I mean, but it's one of those things that comes with the territory, right? Like I've said a year ago that like eventually at some point I will crash, and kind of like, who was that? I think it's Vash had put a comment was saying something like you should look into spine protection. And I'm thinking like, yeah, I probably should, but I don't know. Since then I've been good. But then I remember somebody asked me, he was like, well, how long was it before you popped your next wheelie? I was like, fucking an hour. Like I went to where I was going, and then once I left, like as soon as I got like out of Huntington Beach, I fucking like, it's just something I can't stop.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were on the freeway with that one, right?
No, that was on PCH between Huntington and whatever beach is north of Huntington. Was that like no. It
didn't look like a slow wheelie though. It didn't look like a hey, look, boom.
Yeah, I don't know what it came out to be on the final render on YouTube, but I know if you pause it right as I was like coming down, you see 86 or somewhere.
Right.
So I was probably somewhere around that 90, 93 mile per hour range or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that it would have.
There's a difference between like a first gear wheelie in a parking lot where you go over and you're like, oh yeah, my bike's fucked, but I'm cool. Right. Versus 86 miles an hour where you're like,
yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, you're sliding for a quarter mile, and
I think that's why it was so terrifying to me, because I saw the speed in the video, and although I don't post a lot of videos, I know what a video looks like on GoPro, and if it's like this, shroom, it's 70 plus, right?
right. Sunset Beach. Thank you. I believe that's it. Yeah, between Huntington and Sunset, there's that little stretch where there's like no turnouts. So I was like, oh, wheelie time. But anyway,
I just had to know. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. That was not video effects, even though I went to film school. Do not believe the hype people. I'm not that good at VFX. Maybe. Anyways. So, Mr. Kevin in the back, let's talk about you and your stuff and things. See, you got the nice little KTM, big KTM right there in the background. You got some mood lighting and stuff back there. I see you.
KTM in the back, dude. Yeah.
Look at that, dude, motherfucker. Yeah, it's kind
I brought a table outside. I brought an ice chest outside. I brought drinks outside. I got the light on the bike. I know that I'm not as famous as many people that you've had on, so I wanted to up the production value, which is why we were late, because I kicked the extension cord and unplugged my computer. I'm a dumbass, but I try hard.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's good. So, you ride. What do you ride there, sir? For those that don't know.
A 2016 KTM 690 Enduro R.
KTM 690 Enduro R. What's the difference between the Enduro and the Enduro R? Or is that a thing?
The Enduro R was released in, I believe, 13. It has ABS, and it's white instead of orange.
No shit, you got ABS on that thing?
Yeah, front and rear. Yeah, independent. Yeah.
I don't even have fucking ABS, but then again,
It's ride by wire, so the throttle is
right.
You know, I have a Keihin, ride by wire system. So I have a sensor on my right hand, and I've got ABS, 2-channel ABS. Unlike more fancy bike, my next bike, you can't grab one handle and it does both. You know what I mean? Where you grab the front lever and it does the rear and the front and modulates. This one, you have to stomp the pedals.
Right.
So,
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
that's what. I mean, unless I don't know. I want to do the Japanese bikes do that. I know like the BMW does that, right? You grab front brake, it does both rear, which is great because then you fucking slam on the brakes, you got all kinds of fucking stopping power, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong.
It also makes you hyper lazy.
Hey,
right?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I just okay. Like here's something I was thinking the other day, right? Speaking of that, so I constantly downshift my motorcycle, right? Like I rev match on the way down.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like what do you maybe you want to call it like a skill set, right? Being able to do that, it's kind of like in a car, hill to tone,
absolutely,
and all that shit. Yeah. And then I think about how cars and bikes, right? Cars have paddle shifters now, so the clutch is going away. As far as a pedal, the clutch is always going to be there, but the pedal. And then with like the BMWs and the Ducatis and certain high-end bikes, you have up and down shifting now, like an auto blipper down, and it kind of makes me think like we're getting away from certain skill sets. Yes, I get it. At the end of the day, it makes you, it could potentially make you faster around a track, et cetera, and all that.
It makes you Superman. That's what makes you. Yeah.
Right, but does it? Like, what do you think the negative effects if you start? Because, of course, it's not going to end at auto blippers. It's not going to end at quick shifting. It's not going to end at ABS. It's not going to end at, a dual braking system. What do you think long-term what could that possibly affect? Whether it's car and or bike?
Well, I can tell you from personal experience because I am a master Toyota technician. And while I was at Toyota Santa Monica, we had the 90L recall, which was
the what?
That thing where the 90L recall, which was the gas pedal, where if you full mash the gas pedal and the brake pedal, now they flash the control modules, and if you're doing both, it lays off the gas, right? Because that sheriff crashed his Lexus and killed his whole family. Remember that?
Oh yeah, anyway, yeah.
Long story. Yeah. So we had a customer. A Lexus customer, which is part of the greater Toyota group, Scion Lexus Toyota, who had a fully loaded LX Lexus, the big body 4-door luxury sedan.
Like a 430 or not 430?
Yeah,
or whatever.
No, I think you're right. It was a 430, 4.3 liter. Yeah, but so they gave him a loaner, and so his fully loaded Lexus had the Star system, which was active handling, traction control, ABS, all that jazz, and they all interconnected. And the loaner they gave him was a dumbed down system where it was only traction and ABS, not interconnected. Right. So active handling is like, if your active handling is on, you can cut the wheel as hard as you want and try and whip the back end around. And the car says, nah, bro. Chops the throttle, adjusts the brakes, and keeps you going straight. So every day in his Lexus, he would exit a cloverleaf on a freeway, like from leaving the freeway to city streets, like we all do.
Right.
And he would do 65, 70 miles an hour in his fully loaded ES. We gave him rental, and he went off the fucking side and crashed because that car was making him a better driver. So the same thing applies, I think, to bikes. My next bike that I want is the 1290 Super Adventure R because, oh man, what a beautiful bike. The horsepower, the technology. At the same time, it's got 3 modes of ABS, right? On-road, like regular, sport, and off-road. And within those 3 modes, there's also lean sensitive. So it knows how much you're leaning,
right,
and how much throttle you're putting in, and all that. That makes you really lazy.
Right, so, you're supposed to figure that shit out by a fucking crash. Like, at least that's how I figured out, like, how to do that shit on my R6, right? Because, not gonna lie, dude, first year riding on the street, man, I crashed a lot, dude. Like, because I was just trying to figure shit out.
Yeah. I mean, imagine being put on a Busa, right? You've got the whole world in your palm. And the computers are going, everything's okay. Right. And then you get on somebody's dirt bike and you wreck it because everything's not okay. When you go to a manual mode that's cables and you twist that shit and it pulls the throttle open and it goes and takes off on you. I mean, there needs to be a balance. If you have that sort of bike and you want to, like, it's great for beginners, you know, but you need to step back and hone your skills.
Right.
Because the problem doesn't lie in a bike being well behaved. The problem lies in when you push that well behaved motorcycle beyond, and this happens in cars all the time, when you push it beyond the limits of traction, either braking or throttle, and you have people in cars that have active handling systems and fully inclusive systems that save their ass on a daily basis every time they go out, and they don't even notice. Maybe just the light flashes on their dash, like beep, right. beep, 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 beep. Now all of a sudden you have people pushing that bike to the limit without knowing they're doing so, without that, like, oh shit, that was too much risk in that corner, right? And what ends up happening is that when you go beyond the limits of that computer, you are beyond the limits of anything that can save you. Your human ability to save yourself is here. The computer is here. And so when you get beyond that, you're fucked. Absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
I've seen it in cars. I've seen people go off a racetrack at 120 miles an hour when they had no skill and no business trying to take that corner at 120. Like, that's Formula One driver. But the car is so advanced, it's like, brake. And, you know, because of ABS systems, they can put 100% of braking or 100% of all-wheel drive to any one or combination of any corners on the car. Any wheels. All 4 wheels, they can split 100 times a second. They can split between power and braking. And so the guy gets in like a 68 Mustang with 1,000 horsepower. And he's like, oh, I got it, bro. You know, fucking wall. You know, like, it's... You know what I'm saying? It's terrible.
It is true, man. And you know what? It's kind of funny because I've always sat back and wondered, right? You know, when you start removing human interaction from certain shit, right? Like, then, you know, what's going to be, you know, the outcome? Like, yeah, you're faster or whatever. You're better at everything you do until, right, software goes out or something goes wrong or fucking...
Until you reach, well, in most of our cases as street riders, as whatever, until you reach the point where the computers go, fuck it. Once the computers can't help you, you're so far beyond your own human point of correction that you're dead. Or you're, like, hopefully there's a field at 100 yards, you know, like, just slide, right? I mean... If you get beyond the computer, which happens, you're boned. End of story.
That is interesting, man. I'm glad I asked you that question because it makes you think a little bit more. Like, but yeah, all right. Well, moving on. So you got the 1290. Is that your first? That's your first bike, correct?
690. Yeah, my first bike for the street. Yeah. I had previously had my first bike. The first bike I learned to ride on was a XR80, a 1989 XR80 dirt bike with a metal gas tank, which had a dent, and you know.
XR, is that Honda, right?
Honda.
Yeah.
4-stroke. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, a 4-stroke in the 80s?
It was an 89 XR80. Yeah.
Huh.
Might have been 90. It's been a long time.
Right.
But I still remember crashing it into the neighbor's bushes like whiskey throttle. You know, like.
Yeah, I got this. Fucking pin the throttle, drops the clutch, doesn't know what to do after that. Fucking continues to hang on instead of just letting go.
Well, you know, like you do this when you're a kid, right? You like, I'm gonna do this so I can get the whole throttle, and then you're like, oh shit.
So, all right, well, so you started off the game with a KTM, and
Yes.
I mean, are you still looking to stay adventure bike? Are you you know, or is there a possibility of going like full blown cruiser or full blown like super sport or supermoto? Like,
I don't think I could do super sport because, you know, my back kills me. So I really like a vertical position. I don't want to lean over forward. You know, I don't want that. Maybe a naked bike, maybe. But if I could pick 3, it would be enduro, super motard, and adventure. The cruiser, if it was a Japanese cruiser, would be in the running. Not an American. I'm not a fan of American bikes, specifically Harley Davidson, because I would rather pay half the price and get a bike that's worth, you know, that's reliable. I'm sorry. That's my own opinion, you know.
Right, I got you. I mean, yeah, you're looking for comfort more than fucking coolness and fucking fast and.
I mean, the
good.
big 3 make bikes that are amazing. You know, Japanese bikes, you know, Honda, Kawasaki, and Suzuki, or Yamaha. Big 4, I guess. So
right.
They make, some of them make cruisers that are more powerful and don't leak. And after working on Italian and British cars for the last 3.5 years, I would never buy an Italian or English bike. Personal preference.
Huh. That's interesting. So let me ask you this: How did you get started? Like, because you know, I know you're a mechanic or whatever. You work for Lamborghini, and you work mainly on Aston
Martin, yeah.
How the hell? Like, okay, what I'm trying to figure out is, okay, I could envision or see me working up to the day where I'm like, oh, I'm at Blase Blah fucking Nissan or Over the Hills Toyota or fucking whatever
Over
dealership.
the Hills, yeah.
I don't know, it just came to mind. But how do you step beyond that? And then it's just like, yeah, now man, fucking, I'm at a Lamborghini dealership. Like, how do you make that leap? Because it's not like you went from, you know, you said you were at Toyota, right?
Yeah, Toyota Santa Monica. Yeah.
So, like, how do you skip fucking, I don't know, like, working on American...
From the number 1 hybrid dealership in
or yeah, like,
the world to the number 1 Lamborghini and Aston dealership in the world?
Yeah, like, how? How?
A bit of luck. And a bit of integrity.
Do you have some sore knees? I'm kidding, dude.
No, I'll tell you what happened, okay? And so I worked with a guy, Roberto, one of my good friends. I've known him for, it was his second or maybe second time at the Toyota dealership I worked at. So when I started there, I started minimum wage at Toyota. And the first 2 weeks, I worked on the lube rack. And I got upgraded to a team. So there's, in a dealership, there's like a lube rack where all they do is oil changes. And then there's a team system where it's a team leader, a number 1 team leader, number 2, number 3, number 4. And the number 4 is like the basic bitch. The number 3 is the guy who's been around a while. Number 2 is the guy that's like, could be a number 1, but is like the go-to for any problems, right? And the number 1 at my dealership, because we had 3 racks for 4 technicians, was only diagnostic. So my team leader would go diagnose cars and then come and be like, change this part, right? So he would have the brunt of the work for technical assistance or whatever, like going through wiring diagrams and figuring out actual problems. And so the way it happened was that 2 weeks in, I got a job as a number 4, and my team leader, who was Salvadorian, which if you've ever met a Salvadorian, they're a pistol, right? They got some whatever. But he told me the first day I started working for him, I don't like white people because they're fucking lazy. He's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And within 2 months, he was like, all right, we're good. You know, like, we're cool.
Oh,
and so I worked hard, but I tried to learn. And then a year and a half in, we had a new, if you work in the automotive industry, you know that service managers, like technicians never get fired, right? It's the service manager and the shop foreman that change a lot because it's like baseball where they blame everything on the manager. So
gotcha.
You're not making money, it's your fault, you're out. Next. So new management in, and I walked up to him and I said, look, I want to make more money. And I started this place at $8.25 an hour, right? So I'm making $8.25 an hour. And within a year and a half, I got promoted to team leader. So I've got 3 guys working under me. And then we got a new manager, and he changed everything up. And so now instead of a 4-man team with 3 racks, it was a 9-man team. 6 are working, 3 are off because we had a 4-10 schedule, so it flip-flopped. But Rob was my co-team leader, but he was my superior as well. So I was like number 2. If he was there, if he wasn't, I was number 1. So through our Snap-on dealer used to have a job at the dealership I work at currently. Right. Rob got hired through him, and they asked him, do you know anyone that's worth their weight? You know, anyone can pull their weight? And he recommended me, which nice. I didn't expect. Me and him, we butted heads for 3 months at one point over. I'm a big fan of aftermarket stereos, like subwoofer amplifiers, that sort of thing. High level, low level inputs, crossovers, yada yada. You know, capacitors, whatever. And he was like, no, stock systems are pretty good. And I'm like, you're a fucking moron. So for 3 months, every day we had an argument about stereo systems. And anyway, I never thought he would put me in for a job like that, but he did. So I got hired through word of mouth and because someone else believed in me based on the work that I had done previously.
Gotcha.
So,
well, that's good, man. I mean, that's why, I always feel like, it's always good to, always work hard even when no one's looking, because most times when you think no one's looking, somebody's watching, right? You know what I mean? Gotten fired from a job that way.
I'll never forget, my first job in the automotive industry was at the tire shop, and I got paid, I think I made $300 a week, and it was awful. And I worked there for 6 months, and they told me when I got hired, like, dude, in 90 days you're going to review, and we'll give you a raise, it'll be all good. And
3 months later, you're like, what? I haven't seen shit.
6 months later, he calls me in the office, and he goes, he's got that check sheet on the clipboard, and he's like, you know how to do that? I'm like, no. You know how to do that? No. And he went through like a 40-point checklist. And he's like, well, you're not qualified for a raise, but since I'm such a good guy, I'll give you a quarter dollar a raise an hour. And I went, fuck you, and I quit. And because I had spent 6 months there. They were unwilling to train me. They didn't want me to be anywhere. They wanted me to be the guy in the bottom who worked hard. And I'm all for working hard, but if you're not going to help me help myself, like, fuck you, So it's a hard industry. You have to, like, I feel lucky because I feel like you have to, like, ask the right question and like, bother the right person. Be like, yo, train me, help me. And if you get lucky, you can get where I'm at. And, I mean, I'm not to say that, like, I make a ton of money. There are guys at Acura and Honda dealerships and Toyota dealerships that make more money than I do, but they also don't get to drive cars worth as much as houses. So
Yeah, that is true, man. When you're driving $500,000, $250,000, $750,000, $2 mil, yeah, it's a lot of money. What let me ask you this: what right now is probably the most expensive car in the U.S. as far as like, off the showroom floor? I'm not talking about, whatever.
That's a hard question. We're talking any brand, right? Not
yeah. Like, is there a $3 million off the showroom floor car?
Oh, absolutely. Bugatti Chiron. Yeah, that's 3.5.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And that's just the base model. And if you look back at the Veyron came out at like 1.5, and it ended with the Vitesse. So it went through several generations, and by the end of it, the Vitesse was a $3.5 million car. So the Chiron is starting there at 3.5.
Dude,
so
that car. What are your personal thoughts about that car?
The Bugatti Veyron or the Chiron?
The new one.
I think it's beautiful. I think the Veyron looks kind of. It's not loud. It doesn't look like anything special. It's just really expensive because it's French.
Oh, is it? I don't think. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you who. I didn't even know what country the Veyron or the Bugatti's from.
Bugatti's from France, and I have the pleasure of working with one of two master Bugatti techs in the entire United States, and the guy's one of the best, if not the best, technician I've ever met in my life. So, you look at these cars, and the main problem is there's so few of them. I mean, we're talking about a company that makes 300 cars. There's only 300 hardtop Bugatti Veyrons, and I think there's 200 convertibles. Maybe I'm wrong, but the numbers are like less than 1,000 for the entire run. And if you have one of those and somebody comes up and breaks your driver window, guess what? They don't make that window anymore. So now you have to contract someone to make one. So they have to call Bugatti, get the blueprints, and make that window.
God damn.
We're talking about 2 months and $10,000 for a window.
Duly noted. I'll start smashing Bugatti windows next time I see if I'm gonna set him back.
Who was it? One of the rappers had a was it T-Pain that had a Veyron, and he sold it because he had a radiator problem. He had like overheating problem, but there's 16 radiators on that car,
right?
And so his problem was $50,000. That's his problem. He's like, fuck it, I'll sell it. You can't blame him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, T-Pain had one, but he had like first gen, I think, and then so did I think one of somebody from Cash Money. It was either Wayne or Baby or one of them. They had a Veyron, but I just think. Go ahead.
What's his name? Mayweather had two of them.
Oh, that's right.
And I have a picture of me between both of Mayweather's cars before he sold them, which is pretty cool because he had one of the very early ones and one of the later ones, and I also have a picture between me of number 1 and number 300. So the first and the last in production.
Oh, nice.
Picture of me. It's pretty cool,
Red One's gonna buy stock in the custom window company. Starts smashing. Hell yeah! Need a Veyron window? We got you right here, dog, for the low price of $35,000.
Well, here in Los Angeles, believe it or not, we have between 30 and 40 Veyrons, and there's only 300 worldwide.
No shit.
You're talking about, I mean, like between Dubai and us, we're talking about probably 30 to 40% of all the cars sold.
That's great. Nah, but real quick before we get off the Veyrons and shit. Hey guys, the phone lines are open. 516-387-14. Excuse me, 31. 516-387-1431. If you guys want to call in, ask some questions. I did have a call earlier, but you guys called in way too early. I got to talk to my guests, man. I just can't just start answering the phone lines. If you want to call back in, cool. If not, hey man, it's on you. Make sure you guys call in. But the new Chiron, whatever fuck you call it.
Yeah.
That 0 to 400 back to 0 in less than, what was it, like 48 seconds or some stupid shit like that?
I don't remember the actual details, but it's mind-boggling. And also, if you were to do that in the car, you might shit your pants, I would think.
Why is that, sir? It's just a matter of keeping it between the lines, foot to the floor, and then brake really hard.
Here's the thing. The difference between, and here's the main difference, right? The main difference between a Bugatti and a normal car, or even a really, really, really fast car, is that when you go beyond 160, it doesn't slow down. The acceleration is a linear, vertical line.
Right.
All the way up top speed. You're limited. Those cars are limited at 140 miles an hour. It's not that the car couldn't go faster. It's that the engineers are like, we got to keep people from doing stupid shit. You know what I mean? Like, the difference between a really, really fast car that's fast to 150, you know, like you've been in a Subaru or a Mustang or a Camaro or a Corvette.
Yeah, they can all get to 140, 150.
Car.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get to 150 and you're like, wow, that was fast, and then it's like,
right.
The Bugatti's still fucking whap. It's still fucking just ripping them off. That's the difference. When you talk about 1,400 horsepower, all-wheel drive, quad turbo, W16, you're talking about an immense amount of horsepower and torque. So much so that even someone on a liter bike would be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that car from like 150 to like 230 is accelerating faster than probably like a liter bike from a fucking 60 pool to like a 120 pool or some stupid shit.
It's like I said, it's a vertical line. It's a line. It doesn't do this. Like every car does this, right? They don't do that. We have an event that my company goes to. I don't personally, but the technician for Bugatti has in the past, and I think they canceled it, but it's in Idaho, and it's a 3-mile straight stretch, and you pay $8,000 a run, and you get to go as fast as you want. And the sheriffs in the local town shut down the highway for 20 minutes, and they let 2 or 3 people make a run, and then they open it back up, let people go, and you're on a public road. And we've had Bugatti customers do 235 on a public road. A rabbit running across the road or a squirrel at 235 miles an hour would mess your day up. You know what I mean? Like, and these guys are balls to the walls. I had an Aston Martin customer in a V12 Vantage S do 196 miles an hour.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Huh.
$8,000 one run. It's a charity for children's hospitals. So all the money, all the proceeds go to the local children's hospital, but they I think they've canceled it because of how fast the cars are going. We're approaching airplane speeds now. 300 miles an hour, a little too fast for a country road, you know, in Idaho.
And I'm curious, are they gonna do like a top speed run in that Sharon, whatever the fuck? I wonder, are they gonna do that? Because 400 kilometers is what, like 249? Like, the whole goal is get to 249 as fucking as quick as possible and then jam on the brakes and see how long it takes you to stop. And they did that shit in less than a minute.
Yeah, and that's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
But
like, they also have 4 tires and 4 brakes. You know.
Right, and all-wheel drive and all that other cool shit. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure they set it so, like, literally by the time it hits 250, like, it ran out of gas, and you know what I mean? Like, no extra weight and fucking they set that shit up just right. But still, to accelerate to that type of speed and then back to 0 in less than a minute.
I will say that Bugatti had a challenge because Koenigsegg, those cars. Well, the 1-to-1, but not even that. The Agera, the Koenigsegg Agera, will fucking smoke a Bugatti in a straight line. They are stupid fast. And part of the reason is that Koenigsegg spares no expense. They celebrated their 10th anniversary by building their 100th car. So every car is hand-built by the techs. Everything is built in-house. The calipers, the brake rotors, the rims are all carbon fiber. They're all built in-house. It's not like, Lamborghini, which is great, but Lamborghini is like Audi. So they have fuck you money. Koenigsegg is like, nah, we'll go ahead and build 10 cars a year. We'll sell them for a profit. So the Koenigsegg's, what's his name? I forget. It's like Matthew von Koenigsegg or something, the owner, the start of the company. He started the company, he was 21 years old. Right. Started Koenigsegg. Right. And, those cars are, the Bugattis are amazing, but the Koenigsegg's are a piece of artwork. They're like the Pagani Huayra, the Pagani Zonda.
Yeah.
They are,
yeah, I don't know, man. It's funny because your leader bikes, your Busas, your ZX14s, your H2s and stuff like that, those get very close to those speeds. Because, to be honest, I used to always think that, no matter what, a motorcycle would be faster around a track than a car. And then you realize it's not. There's other factors going on. Because no matter how fast you make a motorcycle, it's still limited, right? I think no matter how much horsepower, well, to an extent, right? No matter how much horsepower you put in a car, as long as, you can put the power down to the ground, then you can go fast. In a straight line. Now you just got to wrestle a thing around a corner. Whereas on a motorcycle, no matter how much horsepower you give a motorcycle, without adding wheelie fucking bars and all kinds of weird, stupid shit like they do on a drag strip, you're kind of limited because, I've seen, what was it, the old, I think it was the old Knight Rider. I think that was his name. Where he was behind one of his friends. I saw this video on YouTube where dude was on the R1 and he's maxed out, right? All you see is $299 on his fucking dash, right? Because he had a camera on the dash and he had a camera on the tail, and this is before the GoPro days and shit. But all you see is old boy pulling up from behind him and he just fucking twists the throttle or whatever, and you just see him wheelie past this motherfucker at nearly 200 miles an hour. So, but he was riding a turbo boost at the time, right? So it's you can give a bike 500 horsepower, but is it rideable fast? Right. You know what I mean? Are you going to be yanking the front end up at 160? You can't be having that shit happen because at that point, your margin of error is really small. So, I don't know. For some reason, I always thought a motorcycle would be faster around a track than a car would ever be, but that's not the case. But I think what it comes down to is that you can have a fuck ton of fun on a motorcycle for a tenth of, not even a tenth of the cost, dude.
You're getting super car power and speed and braking in a package that's less than a economy
set of
sedan.
Tires for a fucking supercar. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what's great, but I also,
it's what's appealing about it. Yeah, it's also what makes it really fucking dangerous.
Right, and unfortunately, that's why you end up with a lot of unfortunate deaths and shit on motorcycles. Because people ask me all the time, it's hey man, is riding a bike really scary and this and that? And I'm like, well, it can be. That's a perception thing. That depends on you, man. That's very subjective. But, well, because people die all the time on it. I'm like, okay, look, that's. At any point in time, yes, you could die, right? You could be riding down the street minding your own fucking business and some dickhead pulls out in front of you and you T-bone him and, that's it. Yeah, it could happen. That happens a lot. But most of the times when you see motherfuckers who dies on motorcycles, it's because dude was doing 120 and some shit happened, or, he fucking, he crashed it at 90 miles an hour looping a wheelie down PCH, right? That type of shit is what fuck around and kills people. It's not... I'd say more than just your average rider who just wants to get out and go ride on a Sunday afternoon and just go putt around.
Well, let's be honest with each other and everyone watching and ourselves as riders, is that the vast majority of motorcycle crashes are rider error.
Yes.
But there's also a statistic of people that, let's say you're and look, we can all be better, right? No matter what happens, we can all go to that extra class, we can go to a track day, and we can learn more about our own abilities. And I feel like there are many who don't. Like when I see and you know, the homie Elliot talked about, and I talked about this a lot. When I see a girl, a beautiful 21-year-old girl on a scooter, and she's wearing Daisy Dukes and a tank top, I'm like, fuck. Like 40 miles an hour hurts on the pavement, no matter whether you're on a motorcycle or a scooter.
Yeah.
And I feel like so many people are willy-nilly about it because they're like, I'm on a scooter.
Right.
It's like I'm in Italy. No, you're in Los Angeles, and people will not see you. They'll cut in front of you, and that 20% of accidents that aren't your fault for going into a corner too fast or riding beyond your own abilities.
Yeah, right.
Which is where I got my name from you and Caligo Rider and Rev Bomb and
no, that shit came from Elliot, dude. I mean, that shit came from Snowcat, son. That and I think I kind of confirmed it, but
but I mean, the reason I was in the back is because I was comfortable going slower than you guys.
Yeah,
and
right.
Remember, we started to go up Latigo or Latigo, and I pulled over because I was like, I shouldn't be anywhere near the front. Like I'll do my own thing. I'll catch up, you know. And that's an important thing when you're on a bike, is to know your own abilities and don't push them too much. Push them a little bit every time you ride to make yourself better, but know when to bring them back. You know, like maybe take a corner a little bit faster than you're comfortable with and be like, okay, slow down. All right, I'm good. Right? Do it incrementally. Don't go, I'm going to take Mulholland at fucking 90. Like, you're going to die. You know what I mean? Like,
you're going to end up on a fucking...
or Mickey Mouse video.
Yeah, that's gonna...
But that's the thing, is that as much as the vast majority of accidents involving a motorcycle are motorcyclist error, but there are those 20% that are not, where it's somebody doesn't see you, they don't look. I mean, you and I see it every day, dude. We live in LA every day. No blinker, 4 lanes. Let me cross 4 lanes and get that exit. Let me fucking,
right.
You know, I'm on my phone. I'm like, people like this all day, every day, dude. All day. You pull up next to me, like, you serious? The last time I took my girl on the back of my bike, she's like, everyone's on their phone. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like,
everybody. Like, I mean, out of 100 cars, you at least see 77.
And on occasion, I'll ride next to a guy. You know, I got that really loud 120 decibel horn.
Right.
I'll ride next to a guy. I always look at him with my helmet on. I'm like, looking at him. I'm waiting for him to look at me. He won't. And I'll be like, boop, boop, honk the horn. They'll look at me, and I'll be like, put the fucking phone down, dude. Like, put the fucking phone down.
Yeah, Sam Crazy's right. 90-degree angle lane change is just like, just straight up, like, straight across, dude. Like, coming over. It's fucked.
I like that guy, by the way. That guy, I was riding to look at a house in the valley to rent. He saw me on the freeway. He was ripping through, and I got on his ass, and I don't know if I thought he was a cop, if he thought I was a cop or what, because I have those huge lights on my handlebars. But I pulled off on the exit. I happened to pull off on the exit he pulled off on, and he pulled up next to me. He's like, fucking, you passed me, and I saw your license plate KITB, and I was like, motherfucker, I knew it was you. That guy's a cool fucking guy, man. I like that guy a lot.
Yeah, he is, man. All right, you know what? We got a phone call. Let's see who the first person that called in to break this ice. So, caller, you are the only motherfucker on right now, so don't be like, is it me? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Yes, we can hear you. We know it's you. So, caller, you're live on the air. What's up?
What up, Red? It's Psych Nurse.
Oh!
Is it me? Am I on? Can you hear me?
Of course. Big Chris in the house. What's up, man?
What's up? Speaking of, riding safe and being comfortable and all that shit. Last time I rode with you and Cali Girl, I think it was my first time being that far down Huntington.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm in the back, and you decide to hit this loop.
Oh, the Long
And
Beach
I didn't know what the
roundabout.
hell that was. Yeah, I'd never seen that before. So I'm just trying to hold on in this turn. We hit this curve, and I'm like, shit, I should probably slow down because my ass is going too damn fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad. Well, because it was funny because so what he's referring to, guys, is like if you look on Pacific Coast Highway, there's a big roundabout like here in Long Beach. I mean, it's a massive roundabout. And so depending on how much traffic is in the fucking thing, I'll hit it like one. If it's light traffic or decent traffic, then I'll hit it twice. If there's like really no traffic or super light, I'll hit it like 3 or 4 fucking times.
Well, it's like go around the circle.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a massive one. Like I hit it comfortably at 55, but I know probably a professional could probably yank that thing at a good 90 plus, man. Like it's a massive roundabout. But I had so I decided, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna hit this thing twice. So I kept going around. Then all of a sudden, finally, when I exited, I was like, "Oh shit, where the fuck is Chris?" So I started looking ahead, like I don't fucking see him. And I kept looking back, like, where is he? And then all of a sudden, I see you coming around the corner. I'm like, all right, cool, there he is. All right, cool. He made it. But
yeah, I got the 14, and I can go fast as fuck in a straight line. But damn, we hit that turn. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And he's going around again. Shit. I was just trying to hold on, but I didn't die.
Yeah, that's me. That's just the way I ride, dude. Like I see a roundabout, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead. If it's not one of the super like tiny ones that will like fit inside of like a regular intersection, like fuck them. I like the bigger ones, but even when I rode with Malcolm right before he left, when it was like me, him, Cali Girl, Ghost. We were all riding together, and all of a sudden I was behind Malcolm, and I think Ghost and Cali Girl was like in front of us. So as soon as Malcolm got in the fucking roundabout, he fucking kept going around, and I was like, hell yeah, dude! I was thinking the same shit because it's just in my head, dude. Roundabout, yeah, gotta at least go through it twice, at least. But yeah.
And my second question, it's not really a question. I saw Boris is in the chat. Do you know if he's like started to move forward at all at getting this big and tall man cycle gear store started yet?
That's a good question. I will have to probably take that up personally with Boris. I will probably have to give him a call or something.
Wait, Boris wants to do a big and tall?
You mean Dionysi or?
Well, Boris is neither big nor tall. I love him. I'm just saying, like, does he have a lot of male friends that are big and tall? Because
yeah,
he's average. So
right, yeah. Boris is what, like 5'8", 5'9", maybe.
No, but I mean, he wears Dionysi, which is Italian, right? So, like, I drive Italian cars. I don't fit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 6'3", 250. So,
Boris,
if you need a model, hey.
Yeah, Boris, if you need some, what do you call it?
Take some measurements.
Right. You have 2 gentlemen over the 6 foot range, Boris. And just hook that up. Boris says he'll have to ask. So
I didn't mean any offense by that. I think Boris is sexy as hell. He's got that great figure.
Boris is a little sexy man.
Yeah, especially when he wears some skinny jeans. And he starts doing the little accents. Comes out. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Dude, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know, but we're not live right now.
Yeah, I know.
Watching.
Well, since we're not live, Kevin, why haven't you spoken a lot about sex robots right now?
What?
Oh wait, are we kind of back? Hold on.
Did you get it?
Wait, we may be back. Sam Crazy with the $2. I appreciate the love. I don't know if we back or not, especially when he wears some skinny jeans.
We're back.
And he starts doing sure.
No, but it says live on the YouTube.
I don't think we're back. I'm still.
Hold on. Did you get it? Wait, we may be back.
I think we're back. I think we're delayed though.
I see.
Sam Crazy with the $2. I appreciate the love. I don't know if we're back or not, especially when we're.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we're good. I guess. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of drop frames for some reason. I've been having this issue here recently, and I don't know. I might have to just do a lot of off air. $2 fixed it. Hopefully. But right now, let me check on some settings real quick, see where we're good. So, boom. X, you still with us?
Yeah, still here.
Okay, good. All right, I guess we're back. All right, we're back. I don't know what's going on, people. I don't know if it's
back today.
Right? Big shout out Sam Crazy for the $2. Seems like you turned the lights back on. Next time, just go ahead and make that payment directly to Comcast. Or wait, no. Who's the internet provider? Charter. Yeah, go ahead and make the payments directly to Charter. I think it processes a little bit quicker there, but much love to you. So anyways, X. Sorry before my internet cuts you off. Well, that's the fucked up shit, because I still have connection to X. Wait, no. Never mind. That's through a phone line. No, wait. But everything is controlled through the... I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, X, bring us back. What were we talking about, sir, before the internet rudely interrupted us?
I wanted to derail the entire conversation and bring it back to sex robots.
Ooh, sex robots. Kevin in the back. Sex robots. All right, well, what's your question?
I didn't really have much of a question, but I don't know. Maybe it's just like a aesthetic thing, or maybe it's just that uncanny valley. But I can't really think of a sex robot with that actually tries to look like a human. Like for me, if I kind of have a. Well, I don't want to be saying this, but
necrophilia. You think that? It's like fucking a dead body.
Necrophilia?
Yeah, right. Isn't that what that shit is?
No, necrophilia is, that's like having sex with like a dead body. But me, I guess it would be considered much more like mechrophilia or something, where it's like a bit of an attraction to like actual robotic looking things.
Kevin, is that what you have, sir?
I don't know. I'm not opposed to
it. I'm not opposed. So wait. So probably when we're in our like later years and like robots are a thing, and then there's this whole like, instead of like hating on the brown people, or people of color, it's hating on robots.
I don't hate on brown people.
No. But what I'm saying is, so finally America surpasses racism. Everybody's good now, right? Everybody's on one accord. Then all of a sudden, here come these goddamn like even the not the Taliban, even the whatever Middle Eastern people are good. But I'm saying, and then we get to the point where now people start building robots, and now robots have whatever consciousness, and then we start like hating on robots. Is that, are you going to be that dude just like, no man, they're like people too, man, they have feelings?
I think you're reading too much into it. I think from my perspective, like I would buy a fleshlight, but I don't have the balls to like use it when I know I'm gonna get caught using it. You know what I mean? Like girlfriend, or if you're married, your wife, whatever. Like I would buy it's fine if a girl's dildo, but it's not okay for a dude to have like a personal vacuum that self lubricating with ridges on the inside. Like all of a sudden that's dirty. You got a purple ding dong that's twice the size of any guy you've ever met. But my thing's not cool, right?
It's a bit of a double standard. it's a bit of a double standard at that point, isn't it?
It is. And when I talk about sex robots, I'm talking about, what I'm really talking about is realistic facial expressions and pre-programmed voice responses that emulate.
I can't deal with like the.
That they emulate 90% of what my male experience has been, which is a dead fish, right? 90% of the women I've banged have been a dead fish. So all they got to do is go, oh, and fake it this much better than a regular girl. That's all I'm saying, right?
Well, here's the thing: if you're doing the sex robot, and if it's supposed to be faking it, how could it be faking it if the robot itself is fake?
It can't be, and that's the best part, because you turn her off.
Exactly.
You run her through the rinse cycle in the dishwasher or the fucking, the washing machine, and put her in the closet. It's all good.
Morbid asks, will the butthole pucker when you get too close?
No, but if you pull her hair, it'll squeeze right the fuck up. Because you're already in there. If you're buying a sex robot, you're going for vaginal penetration as well as butthole penetration, right? We're not going to split hairs here.
I was thinking of every orifice imaginable.
Yeah, that too. Imagine this: there's a motor that vibrates and a self lubrication device in 3. Or if you want to make it 5, we can make the armpits fuckable too. And the knee pits, if you want, that's 7. So now we have 7 fuckable orifices. And if you want, we can make an application where the feet stick together. If you're into feet, which a lot of guys are, and you could bang the feet and they could self-lubricate and it'd be great. I'm just saying, when I was 17, okay, here's the main thing. When I was 17 years old, I was driven by my biology. I was driven by my hormones. And I wasn't a bad kid, but I've crossed the line between, like maybe I was too aggressive. And I'm not saying, look, I raped a girl. I didn't rape a girl. But I think that many men my age have gone beyond the point that, like, the mom and dad of the girl would appreciate. And the girl's like, no. And you're like, that's 3. I need 2 more no's to mean yes. Right? You know what I mean? Like, you push and push and push. Just touch it. So, I don't think girls understand that. Guys do.
I don't know what I came back to, but okay. All right, well,
probably not very happy about that one. Not. All I'm saying is that if there were a device that I could have done those things to, I think it would have been better. Because like when you're really horny and you go whack off, and you feel better, and you're like, I feel weird now because I feel dirty, and like I would have been better off if I'd whacked off before that date. But you didn't whack off before that date, and then you're like, I bought you dinner, bitch. Like, come back and bang me. Like. Anyway, long story short, I think that the world would be better off with. It's not really like a robot. It's more of a prosthetic that you bang. It's more like a doll with responses, right? Mm-hmm. That's where I'm coming from. I want. I'd like something that moans. Like hey.
Well, all right. Well,
but you want all the 5 senses, huh?
No, I don't want her to have all the 5 senses. I don't want her to have a key,
no,
key code to my bank account.
No, I'm not saying for it to have. I'm saying that you want to experience all the 5 senses.
I'll take 3.
And wait, what are those 3 before I get to the next caller on the line? What are those 3?
Touch, taste, and smell. If it smells and feels like a stripper, and it tastes like candy, I'm good.
What about the sound?
I don't want. What the fuck is an artificial?
As long as it doesn't sound like.
I mean, what? So you're gonna pick fucking like Like, what do you like? What is the smell? Are we talking like? Are we talking the hoo-ha smells? Like you want?
No, I'm talking
like
I'm talking. It
The
smells
smell of
like
vanilla butterscotch.
it smells like a stripper on Friday at 8 p.m. That's the smell I'm talking about. That's also the touch I'm talking about. Like when you go to a strip club way too early, and all the girls are out because it's Friday, and you throw $100 down, and it feels like a mix between glass and silk. You know, that's what I'm talking about. And when she smells like the sweetest, like strawberries and fucking blueberries and that kind of shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, yeah. And she tastes like candy. It's all good.
All right. Well, X, I appreciate you delving into the sex room.
Like a 20-year-old. That's what I'm talking about.
Like a oh.
Well, anyways, X, I appreciate you calling in, sir. Thank you for having Kevin explain the robot thing. Am
I the only one that's viewing this on the phone where like I'm like 45 seconds behind, by the way? Because I'm like doing a fucking dance over here, and It's not even.
No, they're always behind. But all right, X, I appreciate the call, brother.
All right, take care.
All right, brother. Peace. Uh-oh. Go back. No. I can't. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't want to do this. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. All right. Cool. X1, y'all. Appreciate it calling in. Let's go ahead and take this next call. Alert. Let's see. 765 call. You live on the air.
How's it going?
Oh, shit. Beat me to the punch. What up, man? Proactive and shit. I ain't mad at you. What's up?
Nothing much. What's going on with you, Red, and 6 robots in the back?
Holler.
It's going pretty good, brother. Who are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm the ultimate weeaboo, and Indiana.
Thought so. So, how's your week going so far, man?
It's going pretty good. Been moving to a new apartment this entire week.
Brutal.
So, been busy with that.
Moving sucks, dude.
Yeah, it
sucks.
Does. Yeah. Well, the cool thing about moving is you find all the shit you've been looking for, or you don't, and then you're just like, wait, where the fuck is it then?
Well, my favorite part about moving is throwing away shit that I've kept for 5 years and never touched. Right? So, like, I got a dumpster, fill it up, you know.
Do you have a I had a friend that had one of these, and his wife was cool with it, which was weird. He had a panty box. Did you have one of those, Kevin?
A panty box?
Yeah.
Like ex-girlfriend's panties?
Yeah, you know, they came over to the crib.
No,
you're like, hey,
my girl's Latina. Okay, that wouldn't fly. No.
I'm just asking because I was like, damn, that's kind of weird. Like, what do you do with that? Do you go back and fucking sniff it every now and again? Like,
yeah, you wait till your girl goes to work and you bust them out and smell them. That's what you do. Yeah. Maybe lick them. Maybe.
Oh, come on, bro.
Put them in your mouth and suck on them for a while.
Oh, God.
I'm a dirty fucker. I'm not going to lie.
Kevin,
but, hey, at least I'm honest. So.
I ain't mad at you. At least I know where you stand.
You think they're gonna make one that looks like anime women eventually, like anime chicks?
Oh, absolutely. I think that at some point it's gonna cross the line, and there's gonna be like children. You know what I mean? Like it'll cross the line.
Oh God.
Right? You know what I'm saying though? Like
yeah.
And they'll be like, and people will be like, well, it's not a real human. And it's like I want like Jessica Alba at 18. Weird. I want like, you know, I want the beautiful women I grew up, like Jennifer Love Hewitt, 19 years old. Like I want that. Sigourney Weaver in Alien, with her whole bush and the white panties. Like, give me some of that. You know what I mean? But I'm not like, give me a 5-year-old. There's gonna be in the natural progression of things, and then there'll be the argument of, well, it's not a real person, and then they'll be like, it's still kind of fucking gross, bro. You know, like I want adult females.
Yeah.
Right. I don't want.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
You know.
Well,
Yeah, no.
I
I definitely would want adult.
Yeah, the kid shit's weird, but at the same time, if it helps a fucking pedophile keep his dick out of a real kid,
I would honestly think that it would hurt him. I think it would make him. It would make. I think that in terms of
there's the other side, right?
That deviant behavior, it would make him more likely to do that.
Yeah, I get that. Like,
you know what I mean?
I just
like it's been okay for the last 10 years because I took a picture of my neighbor who was 5, and I took him to the place, and they made her. So it's fine, right? Like that's not cool. I want adult women, right? I want the big old boobies and the butt and the thighs and the hourglass figure.
So you could pick what year. Be like, all right, I want a Cindy Crawford, but I want like a '92 version.
In that Pepsi commercial, right? You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Or like, oh no, you remember that movie Weird Science?
Of
have
course,
you ever seen that shit?
Oh my god, of course. Bill Paxton was the older brother who was mean as shit with the fucking
Chet.
dog tags hanging out. Like, yeah.
His name was Chet. Weeaboo, have you ever seen that movie? Oh goddamn, that was really loud.
Dude, that girl with her perm or whatever it was. Oh man.
Yeah, no.
British accent.
Yeah.
Boom.
So there was this movie. What was that? Like the late '80s, early '90s, or some shit.
I don't remember, but I remember having a boner.
There was this movie called Weird Science where these two they were like friends or whatever.
It's my creation. Is it weird? Weird science.
Like, I don't remember a lot of the details of the movie. I don't know if one went to spend the night at the other friend's. Some shit. Anyways, they ended up fucking creating. They like pretty much build the bitch, like on their computer, right?
Dude, build a bitch. Hey, by the way, Build a Bear in the mall now is build a bitch. Red ones, build a bitch. Build your sex robot. Build a bitch. There you go. Boom. Done.
But yeah,
invest in that. 10 years from now, dude, we got the Build a Bitch franchise going on every mall, every city. Build a bitch. Come build a bitch. Yeah. Choose vibration. Your kind of lubricant. You want silicone? You don't want silicone. You're allergic to silicone? We're all good. Build a bitch.
You even get one with a dick.
Wait, hold on. Is Pie Man right? Kelly LeBrock? Really? Is that her? It is. Wait. It is. Oh, Pie Man, how do you remember shit like that?
Dude, give me some Soleil Moon Fry, fucking circa 1997, bro. That girl is ridiculous,
she looks,
bro. Oh my god.
I mean, she's old now. Like, not.
Soleil Moon Fry, dude.
Oh yes. Oh my god, I don't want to see that picture. I want to see.
Dude, give me some. By the way, while we're at it, give me some Michelle Kwan, right? Fucking, boom. You know what I'm saying? Give me some Zhang Ziyi from fucking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in the whole getup.
80 like, shit right there.
Oh man,
that was so horrible back then.
Honestly, have you guys ever seen like any like Korean actresses?
Korean?
Not that I can pick out, but I'm sure I have.
I mean, like once I started looking at like Korean actresses and Korean singers, it's like I'm just thinking in my head, damn, most of our celebrities are ugly compared to these Korean ones.
Well, Asians, I think it goes Asians also at the same time. Like there's Black Don't Crack, which is the top, right? And then there's like below that is Asians, because I mean like Asians don't age and they look gorgeous into their like 60s. You know what I mean? Like
it starts to go downhill around like 53. Then all of a sudden from like
if you compare Asians and black women to white women, like no offense white ladies, but there are fewer that look as young as Asian and black women. You know what I mean? Like Halle Berry could pull off like a drunk fucking shit weekend 22. You know what I mean? Like if you compare like a 22-year-old white bitch that had like 10 shots of tequila and she woke up versus Halle Berry, like Halle Berry looks better. Way better. You know what I mean? Dude, Aisha Tyler is like fucking 47 and that broad is fucking amazing looking. I fucking love Aisha Tyler.
Yeah, but
I don't know who that is.
But the other crazy thing
It's the chick from Archer who's the black girl who Archer bangs.
I've never seen her in real life though.
Yeah,
She's
still don't
fucking
know.
gorgeous. Gorgeous.
But I will say this: living in Japan, it is kind of weird that you see some chick and you're like, okay, she's cute, but I'm reserved. Excuse me, how old are you? Well, you're 22. Well, you look fucking 16. Mind if I see some ID? I just need to verify this, please.
Absolutely.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, after a while, like living in the country, you realize that, like, yeah, of course, like you're in a club and shit that, you know, stuff like that. But it is funny, man, because I always said, like, I can't remember the exact numbers I picked, but a girl who is, let's just say, 25 years old in Japan acts very similar to a girl who is a year or two moved out of the house.
That's a cultural thing, though, right? Like hand over the face when they laugh, like.
Well, no, I'm just saying,
Right.
like, just kind of how they act, like age-wise. And then, so the thing is, like, where you meet the average American female, doesn't matter race or anything, but the average American female who is, say, 25 years old, to find an Asian equivalent, you have to look beyond 30. You know, it's kind of weird because, I mean, there are just certain things that are yeah, I guess it's mainly culture too, because like you have the thing where, you know, kids per se don't move out of the house until they get married. So, like, I was big into the drift world, and one thing I always noticed was there was some fucking pretty dope ass like car, like drift car or some shit, always at a gas station. And some dude worked there, right? And he pumped gas or do whatever the fuck. And I'm like, how does this motherfucker have this really nice car and he works at a gas station? And then my friend was like, because he fucking live at home with his mom and dad.
Yep.
I get it.
Yeah.
And then I found out taking Spanish that fucking Mexicans do the same shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know grandma and grandpa and shit live in the house with the firstborn son. I'm like, wait, what? They do that shit in Japan? Like, how funny? Yeah, I mean, it's that type of shit. So now I understand. But yeah, so it was very rare that I found a girl in Japan under the age of like 28 or some shit that lived by herself.
So what you're saying is that anyone under the age of 28 in Japan is willing to come to your hotel room.
Yes. Sometimes
Good to know.
if they're if they're well versed in the penal category, they'll even bring an overnight bag, sir.
I'm thinking more along the lines of her and her friend type of deal.
Ooh, yeah, and that's gonna be rough because one thing you don't see a lot of in Japan is lesbianism stuff. Like you know.
No, I meant both for me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But you got to find two fucking homegirls that's down to smash you in front of each other. It's
No,
weird.
no, because you sit over there and watch and play with yourself, and I'll be over here. And when I'm done here, I'm coming over there.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think they call that. I don't want to call it that, but I'm just saying you're a very large, tall individual, and you go into a country where you would be like 3 feet taller than everybody. Pretty sure they would feel that they're going to have to do this in order to like live or something. Hey,
I don't know what that means, but it sounds
you want to
good.
go back to my room? Yes. Okay. Bring your friend. Let's go.
So you're saying they'll be like Godzilla?
you're the white Godzilla who just wants to fuck everybody. I don't want to kill you. I just want to have sex with you. That's all.
Yeah. If I don't have sex with you and your friend, then I will destroy your entire country. Back off.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. Sorry.
No. What's up, Weeber?
I don't know if it's just me. I don't know. I don't know. I guess you could say I got a bit of the yellow fever.
Little Asian persuasion.
But yeah, I mean, like, honestly, there's like I've seen some like Asian dudes in like thigh highs and like mini skirts that I'm more attracted to than like
Oh, then
Hey,
then
you know,
I'm from the Bay
women.
Area. I used to go to drag shows in San Jose all the time, and I will tell you, okay, there are guys that work so much harder than the average female to look like a female.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with being like, damn, he's fucking hot. Because you know what? Some of them are insanely gorgeous, these guys. They dress up, they work hard at it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Kind of
there's
wait.
Well, hold on. Let me say this. When I used to go to drag shows often,
son.
right? And there were times when the guys, after the show, they'd be like, "Can you walk me in my car?" And they asked me that because I was the biggest guy in there. Can you walk me in my car? And I'm like, "You're a dude. Fuck off," you know. And then one of them was like, "No, seriously, can you walk me in my car?" And I did. And in the parking lot, there were men in their cars being like, come on baby, and that changed my whole outlook on all of that. Like these guys were drag queens, so they were gay men who liked the show, and they did everything but transition, right? So they were
Pre-op.
very
Pre-op.
No, they weren't pre-op. They didn't want to be a girl. They were a dude who wanted to look like a girl. So they did everything they could to be. When they worked out at the gym, they would work out so that they would look more feminine. But they weren't. Their goal was never to be a girl.
And all that shit.
Hey, real quick, I hope the side chain ain't fucking with me, but I guess Hugh Hefner passed away.
No.
Let me verify that.
Oh shit, let me look that up.
Hef. Don't tell me the Hef.
Oh shit, I'm typing in Japanese.
Yeah. Hugh Hefner dead like a mother.
Seriously?
No way.
Yeah. About
Yeah,
an hour
guys.
ago. All right, everybody whip their dicks out on 3. 3.
Hey,
No, just playing.
raise your glasses. Right?
Yeah, you, man. Do you think he died in some poon?
But yeah, I mean,
I hope so.
Do you think he died squirting one out?
but
It says died of natural causes, so he's like.
I hope that natural cause was being fucking suffocated by a 20-year-old vagina, right? Some girl on his face.
oh man.
Dead.
Not a bad way to go out. Better than most, right?
Yeah.
He died doing what he loved.
Most of us die alone and like, I don't know how I live my life. He's like, I had young bitches around me forever.
I mean,
So-
I guarantee he probably died with definitely a set of cans nearby. I mean, well within yelling distance. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure.
If I were him, I would have made like taken my index finger and my middle finger and made an L, and been like, sit on it. I'm dying. Boom. Let me feel a warm vagina on both my hands and sit on my face. Lick my balls.
dive.
Although that nasty fucker, he probably is like, you stick your tongue in my butthole. Because, when you get older, that sort of thing happens. Right?
Damn. All right.
When you're 20, you're like, oh, wet pussy's enough. And when you're 40, you're like, it's not enough.
All right, Weeaboo, I got another phone call, man. Let me go ahead and grab this, man. Wrap this show up for the night, man. I appreciate you calling in, though, brother.
Have a good night.
All right, thank you, sir.
Bye.
Later, buddy.
Kind of loud. Damn, Hugh
What?
Hefner. Damn shame. All right, let's take this other call right here. 818, you live on the air. What up?
What up, Red One and KITV? It's your boy Sab Crazy.
Holler.
Already knew. What's up, though?
You knew with that area code. So how you guys doing? That the whole show turned on the sex robot thing. You started it off that way, and I was not surprised when it went back that way.
I was trying to keep it away from that, honestly. Yeah.
I know you were. tried real hard. And I do like your lighting setup and your driveway motovlogger live stream gig.
The amazing baller whacker guy. Yes, and it's even nice because he has the light down there, and it's kind of is it hidden behind you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's like I'm like a Jedi.
Oh, wait, what the fuck is? Oh, it's a light bar. Okay, I was like, wait, this motherfucker really got a lightsaber.
Dude, like I told you before we went on air, like I set my computer up outside. I have a table here. I've got my drink here. I've got my bike in the background. I know I'm not the most high-profile guest, but I wanted to really show up for you because I respect you as a moto vlogger and as a rider, and I didn't want to disappoint. So I thought I'd, do my best. Put a good foot
forward. That light bar is providing a good amount of light.
Well, I'm balancing it with the light that's LEDs here as well. That's shining on my face, so I have to try and make the KTM look as good as. Well, it looks better than I do.
And you just washed it today, didn't you?
No, I washed it on Sunday. Yeah.
It's a weekend thing. Yeah, you know what? I should wash my bike every week, but I wash it like randomly. I probably wash my bike probably 10 times a year because I ride more than I wash. Because
I will tell you though, like now your bike is Japanese made and much smoother than mine, but I found the last time I washed it that I had some loose bolts that I had to I had to clean the threads and thread locker and tighten them up. So,
Well, good deal. So, what was I going to say? I don't even know. But yeah, that was weird how your internet went down, huh, Red? What did you do?
I don't think it's the internet. I think it's this program that I use. It's like a broadcasting fucking like. It's not like
in order to do the live thing.
Well, it's a really like a lot of people thought it was like fucking what's that shit that you broadcast OBS. People like, oh, it's OBS. Like, no, it's way beyond that fucking capability. I think I'm having issues with it. It's like a production studio like broadcast. So it's a really cool looking thing. I'm not gonna tell people because whatever. Anyways, but
right. I got you.
I don't know. I think I'm having an issue because all of a sudden it just started like dropping frames, and when it drops frames like that, I usually go offline because for shits and giggles I was using it to try to like live stream video games, and it was kind of doing the same thing a couple times. So maybe some update came out and now it's fucking up or something. I don't know. I'll have to look and read the fucking patch notes or whatever, or see what the hell may be going on behind the scenes. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but looks like we're good, so I don't know.
You're good now. Yeah, it did spaz out there for a couple minutes.
But
or
yeah,
at least
back.
a minute or so.
We're back.
We're back.
For sure.
So, well, I glad to be a part and call in, get in before the time is over.
Oh yeah, and oh hey, I want to say whenever I'm not really sure. I'm still trying to figure out when I want to do the next SoCal Motovlogger hangout. Like I personally like doing it every month because I'm a fucking alcoholic. Well, I'm not an alcoholic, but I like to drink, I like to party, I like to go out. And so for me,
and hang out with the people,
right. And for me, I don't go out at random times, right? Usually when I go out, it's usually because I'm DJing or have been invited or some shit. I'm just not, I'm not one of them dudes just like, man, I can't wait to fuck Saturday night, dude. I'm about to get wild, son. Nah, it's like most of the time I'm just sitting here at the house fucking.
Where are we going? Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm usually just playing video games or some stupid shit like that. So for me, if, going out once a month that doesn't involve me working or whatever, like, fuck yeah, great. But I kind of think on the other side of the coin, too, that, like, doing them every month, it ends up being a bunch of people who like to fucking drink going out. But whereas, like, if I did it once every couple of months, I think I would have a bigger turnout versus just
Possibly.
yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still trying to figure out when I'm gonna do the next one, but the next one, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to go back to Norm's because all that fucking talk of Norm's, dude. I went there and ate fucking French fries, and then halfway through it,
yeah, breakfast, bro.
No,
breakfast.
What was it? It was fucking.
I had cheese sticks, so don't feel so bad. I didn't even do the breakfast experience either.
It was.
And I'd never been.
It was.
Did you ride down or did you drive down?
No, my wife and I drove down in the car, and yeah.
Okay.
No, it was. I think it was Hollow Saint and what's his name, fucking, and Psycho Nurse Chris, fucking. I guess both of them or whatever, bought some shots, and I know it was because Hollow Saint. All I know is like some 151 and some other shit. It was horrible, son, and like
Yeah,
I was
no
good. I was good until I got to the restaurant, and then once I sat down, that's what fucked me over. And then from that point
it all
on,
started spinning at that point. I could see it on your face.
Dude,
You
if
were
you
just
didn't
like,
order
"Oh,
French
this
toast
is
or waffles,
not
you're
good."
fucked. Okay? Bacon, sausage, toast, waffles, or French toast. Come on.
Something to soak up the alcohol.
when
When you're that drunk, you need breakfast.
It wasn't like I didn't feel sick where I wanted to like throw up or anything. Like I didn't throw up or whatever, but
No.
I just eat like immediately like sleepiness kind of came over me, and I was just like, all right, dude, I gotta go somewhere and just close my eyes and like lay down or whatever. Like I felt like shit, and I was just like fuck that shot. But to what's his name, Pie Man, hell nah, I ain't bringing that shit toward AV. Where look, just cause you live on one end of fucking Southern California, and we all mostly live here. Look, do what Ghost Ninja do. Dry your ass all the way down, grab your little hotel, come out and kick it for the night, drive the fuck back home in the morning. You can do that?
Well, we could try and have it somewhere closer to like where Kevin lived, or Kevin in the back lives.
I already did that.
You know, on the west side somewhere.
He did, yeah. He did that at the.
I already did that.
Yeah, but I was out of town that time. You got to do it again.
Oh. Yeah, I already did that.
I've come down to Danny K's twice.
You guys do it down there
at
at Danny K's. I have a great aunt who I haven't seen in maybe 10 years down there in Orange. So I'm also willing to come down again as well.
Yeah, see Chris over there.
Yeah, I make the trek.
Yeah, see, Chris says it was 151. Who the fuck just like, hey man, let me get like 20 shots, 151 for
12 shots of 151.
Dude,
sounds like my old roommate.
Get a dozen of those.
Andrew Fabes, that guy loved that shit. He'd chase it with fucking Dr. Pepper and be like, tastes awesome. Like, fuck no.
See, look at Edgy.
Awesome.
Oh damn, even worse.
No.
See, that's what I'm saying, dude. That shit was. I mean, even Chucks was like, that shit was horrible, dude. Like it was one of them. Not like when you normally you take a tequila shot, you're like, whoa, all right, and then you like, all right, we back.
Warms you up for like 60 seconds and you're back.
Right. That shit fucking hit everybody's mood after that kind of change. Everybody's like, "Whoa, that shit kind of stung," and I was like, "I fucking chased that, and it was bad."
Do you think the bartender was like, "Look, give them this, they'll all leave"? We're all good.
Maybe, dude. I don't know.
Well, if I had a picture of everybody's face after they took that 151, oh my god, that was like bitter beer face on 12 people.
See, Hollow Saint. I knew it. Right? So from now on, I am no longer accepting anything that's attached to Hollow Saint. Because first time this son bitch gave me some alcohol, it was that fucking moonshine. That shit was like gasoline, dude. He was like, "Here, try this shit." And I fucking smelled it. I was like, "Nope." He was like, "Nah, try it." I was like, all right. So I took like a little baby sip, dude, like just enough to get like my lips wet, right? And that was it. And man,
and you knew it was a mistake instantly.
I was like, see, I'm glad I didn't fucking drink that shit. And then he showed up with that shit at SCMM. I was like, you can kiss my fucking ass, dog. I'm not drinking that. So, Hollow Saint, from this point on, sir, you were officially 86. Reversely, like, you were not giving me any fucking alcohol. You come walking up to me with a shot glass, I'm gonna fucking come at you with an uppercut. Just right in the fucking chin, dude. I'm knocking you the fuck out.
Knock that shit out of his hand.
Yeah, right.
So you can fucking...
Or just take it and just be like, there you go. Just dump it out right in front of him.
Take it and pour it over his head.
And then light him on fire.
Take that shit and pour it on them.
Yeah, like tequila. Yeah, tequila's cool. Like who the fuck? I mean, it's like, hey man, let me get 5 shots of fucking Everclear, dude. Like, no, that's not some shit. Well, technically, yeah, you do shoot Everclear, but I'm just saying, like, we are not 21 years of age and looking to get as fucking smashed as possible, dude. Like, I went to enjoy Norms. I got the Norms, and I was like doing okay. But like I said, once
you weren't able to enjoy it.
I remember the French fries was on point, but I just remember like somebody had gave me fucking pancakes and
Dude,
fucking.
Now I want breakfast. Okay.
Who was it? Fucking freaking Riley was like recording, and somebody put him in front of me. I was like, I don't want no fucking pancakes. Pancakes don't even sound that fucking good. And then I looked over and I see his camera, and I'm like, hey, pancakes! Like trying to play it off. Like I didn't want pancakes. I just remember like murdering Cali Girl's French fries because that was like the one thing that sounded like decent. And then
I prefer waffles because they're crispy. Pancakes are always kind of like wah wah wah. Give me a waffle.
Let's see. Hollow was fucked up. No regrets. Now fuck
He was
that.
totally messed up.
I got regrets. That shit. Like, can you imagine people? I went this whole time. Was like, yo, we going to Norms. We're gonna do it up. I fucking get there, and I'm looking at the menu, and like, it's like, fuck, man, I don't want to eat shit. I was like, man, I was just
Yeah, there's
sitting
too
there.
many damn choices. You can't decide, and you don't feel good all at the same time.
I was just like, oh. And then finally we waited, I swear, forever for like people's food to come out. And I'm just like, I wish these
Yeah, it took like 30 minutes just for the food to show up.
I was like, I just wish these motherfuckers would hurry up and eat so I can get the fuck out of here. I just want to leave. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to leave. And to the finally, I was like, I can't. I'm out. Give me the goddamn keys. And I remember I left. I fucking got in the truck. I just fucking sat there. And I remember at first I put the keys in the ignition. But then I was like, wait a minute. That's how you get DUI. Took the keys out of the ignition.
Yeah, that's how you fuck up your life.
Yeah, and I was just like, give me get them back. Put them in my pocket.
X is saying waffle master race, by the way.
Chicken involved, you know. I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn. Like, I get the waffle because it has little pockets.
Crunchy.
It little pockets of fucking syrup. You know, you could put in there, right? But I'm
Fill
saying,
it up.
you know, pancakes. You know, butter fucking flows better on pancakes.
I get that, but here's what I do. Right, I order a waffle. Right, bacon and eggs and sausage and toast. So I have 4 pieces of wheat toast. I have 2 pieces of bacon, 2 sausages, and 4 pieces of waffle. I eat 1/4 of the waffle, an egg, 1 piece of toast, sop up the yellow, munch, 1 piece of bacon. Then I go, next piece of waffle, boom, done. Next egg, boom, done. Sausage, right? And then I move on.
Wait.
So there's
okay, never mind.
4 of everything. And then I drink a 1/4 glass of milk. Boom. Every time. Delicious.
Lost me at the milk, but other than that, I'm good.
I need to go to IHOP.
You know what I could do?
But at IHOP, I envision you getting a freaking kid's pancake with a smiley face on it.
Me or red? Red, right?
Not me.
Either one.
Nah.
No, I do waffles.
Holding that shit up and taking a picture.
No, because
I
fucking
get the
pancakes
waffle
are a
thing,
lot.
too.
Okay, pancakes are like a sponge, and by the time you get to the last of it, it's like a soggy bitch. All right. No, I want waffles.
Yeah.
I only pour
Waffles are
syrup
crispy.
over
I get you on
the
that.
portion. I pour the syrup over the portion I'm eating, and then I eat that shit. I don't like being like
In the moment,
pancakes,
exactly.
motherfucker, and then eating soggy bullshit. I don't like that.
Yeah, you can't drizzle it over the whole thing and soggy fucking waffles.
No, it sucks it up, and then all of a sudden you're eating fucking garbage. You know?
Putting a lot of
You're
thought
just
into
eating a sugar
waffles.
cake.
Yeah. Terrible.
Putting a lot of thought into waffles.
Putting a lot of thought into waffles, dude. I just eat that shit.
Hey,
Or
you know.
maybe Kevin, what we should do is have that motovlogger barbecue.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Down.
$50 $50 a person, all you can eat.
Whoa, bro.
I'm just saying.
I'll be an assistant sous chef so I can get in on a discount.
Yeah, right. Right? If I just bring a slab, can I get like 48% or $48 off?
Can I bring one of the kinds of meat? I'll be in charge of the brisket. You guys be in charge of the ribs or something?
I think Red would be in charge of the brisket. I'll do the ribs, and I'd use my gas grill to do whole chickens and cut them up. And
I'm actually going to be doing a brisket here soon because big shout out to Ride to Victory and Cowboy Katana. Yeah, no, I actually haven't done a brisket on this new smoker, man.
What kind of smoker?
The propane joint that I got. Like, I'm not. Look, I don't want to cook with propane, but at the end of the day, when it came time, because
so easy.
Well, okay, so
yeah, easy.
That's the thing, right? It's just like once you fucking get your flame where you need it, and it's holding steady at 250, it just stays at fucking 250. Unless
it stays right there, it regulates so well.
Until you run out of water, and then it shoots up to like fucking 290, 300. You're like, oh shit, wait.
Yeah, then it rockets. Yeah.
Right, and then you go in there, add some more water, and it comes back down. But yeah.
No, I have a buddy who does catering and specializes in smoked meats, and I think he was using a combination of gas and chips, and then I think he just switched recently, got a new one that's just all gas. He can add chips if he wants to do a different flavor or whatever, but it's that same thing. You set the gas, and boom, you're done.
Well,
just make sure you have water.
The thing that I've noticed is with the gas over the charcoal and using wood along with it, I found out I can't seem to over smoke like chicken. Like there's times when like I filled my offset charcoal and then my temp's like kind of low. So I would fucking feed it a bunch of wood because wood would fucking ignite and then it would kick the temps up, right? Well, one day I fucking got some chicken and went to bite into it, and that shit tasted like bitter. It was just bitter. And then it's like no matter how much wood that I seem to put on this gas smoker, it's like I can't seem to over smoke fucking shit. I can't I don't. No matter what I do, like, and I because I remember like, okay, well this is hickory, so let me take it easy and throw a little bit on there. And then you're just like,
right. I don't want to over flavor.
Right, and then you can't really taste it, and you end up throwing a lot, and you're just like, tastes the fucking same. It's like, what the fuck, dude? So I do miss cooking with charcoal. Cool thing, too, is I can also add some charcoal briquettes to that pan. Right. So what I'll do is I'll line the bottom with, like, maybe 15 or 20 briquettes, and then I'll...
Snake? Snake?
No. I'm not using the briquettes as a fuel. I'm using it as a flavoring thing. That's it. So pretty much
you're using the flavor.
So pretty much there's a square fucking cast iron pan that you put your wood chips in. So I just do a whole bottom.
But you put briquettes instead.
Right, I put a whole bottom layer of briquettes, and then I put the fucking wood chips on top of that. So once the briquettes catch, then as they start to burn up to the top, then they finally catch the wood, and so you're cooking with wood. You know what I mean? Like I've done that, but you know what I mean? I don't know, dude.
That wood flavor.
It's just if it's up to me, like. The next smoker that I get is going to be really expensive, when I can afford it. But, yeah, bottom line, it came down to, like, okay, hey, I need another smoker. Do I, I want a cheap one, so I don't want to spend more than, like, $300-400. So, do I go with another offset where I'm having difficulties trying to keep temperature all the time, or try out this fucking propane joint? And I did, and I actually love the propane joint because – I guess it would be, I guess, the equivalent of just having a very stable smoker where, you set it.
Setup.
Yeah, you just set it at, you get everything ready at 350 or 250, and you can just walk away for a couple hours. Like that old fucking offset that I have, dude, like I had a fucking, like a desk fan pointed right into the vent of the firebox to try to
blow it through,
to try to keep the temps up, which was great. It worked, but what was the offset of that? Now
it's not ideal.
Well, now I'm burning through fucking charcoal at 3 times the rate. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need to be rude, but give me a second because I got to use the bath.
Wait,
piss.
What? Oh, Kevin's leaving. Okay, Kevin's leaving.
No, I got to piss. I'll be back.
All right. Actually, fuck, we've been out here for almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this is the after hour hangout. I don't know, man. I thought about doing an after hour thing, but
this is it.
I kind of wanted to do some. I got some other stuff I need to kind of work on, like some video.
You got
games.
some gaming to get on, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I could game and do a hangout at the same time, but what's the fun in that?
Just you get better at that racing game. Get the first. That shit looks hard as fuck, though.
No, it's really weird because, like I said, I'm like. You're used to certain racing games and the way they operate, and then all of a sudden you get on this new one and you're like, oh, okay. So I can't like go hauling ass down the straightaway and then just stomp on the fucking brake pedal right all the way to the floor and it's just
and slide it in.
Right, yeah, and then slow down, make the turn. Now if I do that, like depending on the car, sometimes the back end breaks out, and then I'm like counter steering to keep the thing straight. Sometimes it just locks up the front. It's just, and you like turn the wheel and you just keep going fucking straight. And it's like, so I'm having to learn to like not full throttle or smash brake pedal to the ground every time. It's like learning how to modulate. Red One takes no L, sir. If like I said, when
no L, you
will know when me and Lincoln start really racing. Because that's the thing. If it was like hard, like me and Lincoln really was racing to like, all right. Loser holds his L or whatever, then like I said, it'll be quiet as fuck. We wouldn't say shit. Like literally, it could be 10 minutes of racing and it's just quiet as shit. I'm like, Lincoln, he'd be like, what? You still there? Yeah. All right, cool, just checking. And it'd be quiet as fuck too, because we like, I ain't trying to lose, ain't trying to lose, but yeah, I don't even know if his ass is even home yet. But anyway, sound crazy. I appreciate you calling in, man.
I love you, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. You let me know when you want to come up my way. We can go ride some Santa Monica mountains and shit.
Yeah,
or
you
Angeles
and
Crest,
you
or
and the scooter
anything
bros,
up here in
you guys
North LA
fucking rip.
County. Yeah, you let me know. I'm available.
All right, sounds good.
I mean, Red, are you going up to CCMM up in the Central Valley?
No, I thought about it, but there was it's just one of those things where, okay, I didn't know how fucking far it was until I saw how fucking far it was. Or if you don't believe that story, you could just believe that I'm scared and I'm in fear for my life. So go ahead and take that one there, fucker. Anyways,
nah, whatever. I believe that it's far because it's far even for me, and I'm probably not going to ride a bike because I don't want to ride my bike.
So it's like, I don't know how this is going to come up on screen, but if you look at
90 seconds.
Oh, awesome. If you look at if you look at Bishop, California, which is south of Mammoth Mountain, about 40 miles. If you look at Bishop and then
on the other side of the hill,
go directly west, that's where we're going. I was like, wait, that's like fucking riding to Mammoth. Like, wait a minute. So I looked into it, and yeah, dude, it's like fucking 4.5 hours.
For you, it's like 300 something miles.
All I know is
60 seconds.
I said that if I'm going, I'm driving. I'm not riding, dude. There's no
that's the thing for me. It's 250 miles for me. There's no way I'm riding that. Plus, I have shit I got to do on Friday, and I got another shit I got to do on Sunday. So I'm driving up Saturday. I'll crash at my grandparents' house, which conveniently is at Bass Lake, and sleep the night, and then come back home early Sunday morning in my car.
Lucky bastard.
So, I mean, that's the only way I'm going.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather take, like, that, instead of that, like, I'd rather have, like, that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, and then, I mean, transitioning through the Mammoth is not a thing right now. I saw Mammoth, they got more fucking, I mean, I don't know how much snow they have, but
10 seconds.
God damn it, that shit is really
10
loud.
seconds.
No, it'll stay on until like we hang up or some weird shit. Because me and Tim figured that shit out one night. We had somebody on, it ended, and we talked for like 30 minutes. I think it was like Seraphine or some shit. But, yeah, even trying to go through Mammoth or anything right now, it'd be impossible, dude. Like, because it's snowing shit on the ground. So
yeah, the roads. I mean, they were open till 4th of July, and then I don't know if they're already starting to get fresh snow or what's going on up there.
No, because they had posted a picture on Instagram, and I was like, oh look, they're posting pics from last year, in preparation for this year. And then I looked and I was like, and then I read the caption and I was like, wait a minute, right now? Wait, what the fuck? Seriously?
Yeah.
So
live picture. What the hell?
Let me see. Is there a way? They don't have. Well, of course, all the trails are closed. Wait, weather conditions? Yeah. Even right now, it's like a high of 57, low of 30, some shit.
They could be making snow at that point.
Nah, they don't. Nah, well, the picture that I saw was the actual mammoth, the statue and shit had snow on it. I was like, what the fuck? Like already? I don't.
Oh, the elephant thing.
Yeah, the mammoth. It's a mammoth, dude.
Yeah.
A woolly mammoth.
It's that special kind of woolly elephant.
Right.
Yeah. It's got hair and shit.
Main lodge cam. Of course, it's dark, so you can't see shit. But anyways, yeah. So I would love to have that time off after the meet to be able to go up to Bay Area, or even further north. Like I don't know, man. To ride, 400 miles or whatever, and then to turn around and come back the next day. Two, I have a job thing that is panning out here pretty soon. So, will I? Yeah, I'm off on the weekends. That's great. But what am I going to ride up Saturday to turn around and ride back on Sunday?
No,
that's kind of far.
Yeah, no, not to ride up, but like you said, drive up. I'm not about to take my bike up and over the Grapevine to get exhausted and then just show up in Fresno and be like, all right, I'm fucking exhausted now. I don't want to ride with anybody.
Well, and that was the other thing that fucked me up too, right? Is the fact that it was an hour north of fucking Fresno. I was like, bitch. Like at that point right then, I was like, all right, I'm out.
That's what most Southern Californians consider Northern California.
No, I mean, I've grown up my whole life down here in SoCal and living in the San Fernando Valley and whatnot, but I've traveled enough, and my grandparents have had a house at Bass Lake my whole life, so I've been going up there every year multiple times my whole life. I know that's not even Northern California. Realistically, the town that's like 20 minutes away is the geographic center of California, so that can't even really be considered Northern Cal.
No, I'm just saying that most people in LA think of that
but
as
most people,
Northern
yeah.
California.
Well, because they don't know how to look at a map properly. But
and they
people
think
that anything over
people
two,
like myself,
everything
I'm
over
from
2
Northern
hours away is
California.
Northern California.
I don't see a central. I see a Central Valley, but I think of North and South, and like slow is like the middle.
I mean,
right?
like the whole San Luis Obispo and Morro Bay and
that's
Monterey and whatever.
Right?
Yeah, right. That's the gap in between.
There's like a 10-mile gap, and then everything below it is Southern California. Everything above is Northern California, right?
Yeah, pretty
much. There's no Central California. There's Central Valley, yeah, but no.
Well, because that shit is huge, and like 60% of the produce for the West Coast comes out of that valley.
All right. Well, anyway, Sam Crazy,
So.
let me get the fuck up off of here. Need to go ahead and shut this down for the night, man. Go ahead and get my guest off of here because he's got to go to work and work on like really expensive cars and stuff. We don't want him too drunk for that.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I got to go to work,
McDonald's
and I work a couple blocks away, so I'll catch you guys later. Thank you for having me on,
bastard.
and keep up the good work,
You love
guys.
you.
Later.
All right, Sam. Later.
No, but for real, I want some cheeseburgers. It's be good. No pickles.
You mean like maybe some In-N-Out burgers or something like that?
No, McDonald's. Yeah. I love In-N-Out. Don't get me wrong,
McDonald's?
but right now I'm feeling McDonald's. Yeah, it reminds me of childhood.
Whatever. Okay, cool. You know, well, Mr. Kevin in the back, sir.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on the show. You know, you definitely have the best background that I've seen on the Red One show. You actually have the motorcycle there. You kind of had to make me step up my game. So I'm my green screen here, I'm gonna replace it here soon. That I I went to the fabric store. Hey, real quick, if you guys need green screen, go to the fabric store. It's way cheaper. But problem is,
well, nice and taut. There you go.
Yeah, but the problem with this green, it's a little too dark. So, I mean, I've had this for a while, and it's okay if you use multiple lights, but where I'm at and, like, the space that I'm in, if I use multiple lights, like, I'll look like Casper the Ghost, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I would literally just be, I'd be his color. That'd be Kevin's color. Like, seriously. Like, because I know I've set up the other light in here, and I was like, oh, shit, I can't see any fucking thing, dude. Like, it's way... Like right now,
I look like a shiny honky. That's what you're saying.
Because even right now, like on my skin here, dude, you can see the light reflect. Anyways, but bottom line is, I gotta go up here and replace this. So maybe I'll make like a studio, and then go in After Effects and build some shit, and then fuck, I don't know. I haven't done that shit.
You can use your intro on your YouTube channel with the bike.
Just loop it in the background. I could do that.
There you go.
I mean, I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'm just saying, like, I just need to go back to the fabric store and grab some more green, because that's just too dark.
I just didn't want to disappoint. I didn't want to have, like, some bullshit ass background. So I thought I'd put a light out with the bike, and I moved my computer outside. I put some effort in just for you, because I respect you, and I was happy to, humbled a bit to be asked to do this. So.
Well, cool. So for all the other people that will possibly come on here, Kevin has set the bar. So, well, technically, let's get to that for those that don't know. I'm pretty sure most people over here know. Where did the whole Kevin come from?
The first time I met you and Calico Rider and Rev Bomb and Snowcat, Snowcat misheard my name Evan in the Senna in the helmets and said, Kevin. And I was like, are you talking to me? He's like, yeah. And I said, my name is Evan. And he's like, all right. And then we made a joke about how, great. Now anyone that's named Kevin is going to be labeled as the slowest in the pack, because I was all the way in the back, because I was a relatively new rider on the street and not competent on the street on dirt tires on a dirt bike. So long story short, Kevin in the back refers to me being not fast, and also a mispronunciation or mishearing of my name through a Senna. Right.
Because I mean, there's times when I forget. I'm like, wait, no, his name's Evan, but whatever. Just call him Kevin.
Dude, I honestly, I've heard Aaron, Kevin, Ivan, all of it. I really don't care. As long as you're like, I know you, dude. I'm good.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So, all right, man. Well, you got any? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin in the back, guest host tonight. You can check his channel out. He uploads every now and again. His last video was him yelling at people and fucking in the water doing water sports. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Figured your big ass would be surfing instead of bodyboarding, but
no, it's bodyboarding is much easier when you're a fat ass like myself.
Nah, because you never have to stand up.
No, you just kick.
Yeah. I would say maybe you might get my ass out there, but nah, I'm good, man. Every now and again I see that, oh, there's a shark off the coast of blah blah blah, or nah, I'm good.
Dude, down here, like where I'm at, like Venice and Manhattan Beach, like there's sharks everywhere. But it's a pupping ground for great white, so they're only like 5 feet. There's no big deal. It's all good.
X wants to know, where's the foot race?
Well, you have a different opinion on that than I do, so maybe the next Motovlogger hangout.
Ooh, in the parking lot or out there on the street. Do like a Fast and the Furious movie, have people walk out and block the streets and shit.
Can I be Paul Walker?
Sure. Because at the end of this race, you're gonna be dead. Wait, is it too early? Is it too early for Paul Walker dead jokes?
No,
it's not. All right,
it's good.
Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you can check out his channel down there in the down there's. You can also check him out on Instagram at Kevin _ all that stuff in the back. And check him out right there. Pretty sure you guys follow him. If not, yeah, there he is. But
I love you, buddy.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will catch you this wait. No, holy.
Wednesday.
This Friday on the Other Guys Live. Okay, it should be Ghost Ninja's channel. It probably won't be because he has been on some ill shit the last couple weeks. But it should be on Ghost Ninja channel, so make sure you guys.
He's calling it every time, like at a party. What's up with that?
Yeah, well, he's been going up to his brother's house, or
okay,
up there with his family.
Because there's like 10 kids screaming. You know.
Right. And then he comes in and he leaves and then he doesn't come back, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, but whatever. So we'll see what happens next week. But either my channel or Ghost Ninja's channel. But we will see you guys. Until then, foot race at Norm's. That could be a possibility. Ooh, after we eat, that would be even better. Yeah, get all fat and happy and then have a fucking foot race. All right, motherfuckers. We will see y'all then. So until then, y'all be safe. Have a good Thursday and Friday with your drinks. Laters.